Hey yo, it's Guido coming at you. The weekend update, guys. Weekend update. Yeah, with all the extra time I've had off, I'm able to do this. I know this has been requested before that on Friday I kind of give you what's going on the weekend. We usually cover it on Coffee Talk on Sunday, but by that time a lot of stuff is a little late because you needed to be getting started on Friday. Probably won't become a regular thing. I have a lot of time off right now, but who knows? Who knows? We'll see how it goes. We're going to give you one today. What are we going to talk about? Twitch Prime is out. 10th anniversary Act 4 started today. 7v7 battles, highway rock, and tank rewards, plus the weekend experience times 2. That's a lot of stuff, guys. I will have a interview with Crazy Boop on Tuesday that will come out. We'll have Coffee Talk on Sunday, which will be a special event. We are actually going to live stream our Coffee Talk Sunday morning at 0700 CDT. I know that's early, but it's a test bed. We're going to see what's going to happen with that. We may change it to a different time so more people can be there for me and Pilgrim to do a Coffee Talk. We'll see how that goes. It's kind of it's a little bit nebulous. It's a plan that's being worked on real time, so we'll see how that goes. So expect a live stream Coffee Talk on Sunday. Then I go on vacation on Sunday through to the next Sunday. I'll have videos out the rest of the coming week, but I will have them all done before I go. So you will not hear from me a bunch next week. I will have my laptop with me. I may actually play a little bit of ranked artillery, depending on how the connection is at the house. But the primary purpose of going on vacation will be to hang out with the fam. So if it's later at night and I've got some time, you may see me around the game. I think that's pretty much it for what's coming up. The live stream, the interview with Crazy Boop. Oh, Thursday will be another CC collab. Right now I have 3 of us, including myself and 2 others, who will all look at the same replay and give advice to the player. So expect to see that one on Thursday. Hopefully there's a few more in addition to that. I will link theirs. I will link the other videos in the description down below. But here we go, Friday. Let's get the weekend on Friday. You can see that we're looking at the main page. So times 2 crew XP weekend is upon us. Pretty easy, top 10 XP, and you're going to get the times 2 crew XP. So that's very good. What else do we have going on? We've got Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime package is out for July. Remember to link your... All right, so this goes back. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. So hopefully you know that. If you don't, go to Twitch and link your Amazon account to your Twitch, and then you will get Twitch Prime. With Twitch Prime, you will get 1 sub for Twitch, which you can give to anybody that you like, any streamer that you like, and that actually gives them money. So it comes with your Amazon Prime. You might as well use it. I would obviously appreciate it, but send it to the streamer that you like the most. Spread the love if you want. That being said, once you've done that, or you simply have Twitch Prime because you pay for it, then you can go into and link your World of Tanks account to Twitch and get the package, which is a crew. Actually, we get a crew member this time, which is pretty cool. So the rewards are going to be this commander. It's a U.S. commander with a 6 cents 0 perk. At least I believe it's U.S. I didn't actually look at it. I'm pretty sure it is. Some inscriptions that say Vini Vidi Vici, a Summer Pass medal, which... is that specific to this? I guess it is called Pass, isn't it now? The Twitch Prime thing. 10 training booklets for the U.S. Very cool. 20,000 experience on each one of those for your crew. A day of premium. Careful, careful. If you're free to play and today's not the day you can play, you might want to time when you actually get this, right? Do it Saturday or Sunday or whenever it is you have time to play. Times 5, 10 times 5 missions. When you're victorious, same thing, play the tank you want those times 5s to work for, because they will be the first out of the chute after your times 2. So I don't believe they work on your first battle, actually. And then 20 cases of cola, which is pretty cool. 20. You can also do this in game. You can see that right here. I didn't notice this until today. I was in the store down at the bottom. There's the little parachute, the drop thing. Click on that and it'll take you through the rest of the process. But make sure you get your loot for that, for Twitch Prime. 10th Anniversary Act 4 has started as well. Let's see if we can find that. There it is, World Tanks 10th Anniversary Act 4. Tank Brawl and Travel Through Time. We have a 7v7 event. there are missions for this weekend for the 7v7 event, but it has a ceasefire, whatever they call it. So it doesn't start till tonight. It's a little bit irritating that there's actually a weekend mission that's relatively short for those, but there's also a curfew, which I sent my feedback to Wargaming. I said that was kind of crappy. I understand why in some cases like ranked battles they do that, but if you're going to also then do just a weekend mission where people need to grind through stuff, having a curfew attached to something that has a mission like that is very annoying. Whether or not North America could actually fill a queue of 7v7s at tier 10 all day, good question. I don't know. So there's a lot of things there. Just on the surface of it, it's a little annoying that it's tied into a small time period to do a bunch of missions. There you go. Curfew is what they call it. As Timeless Brawl is Act 4. These are the styles and medals, folks. Remember, I've been talking about this over and over. I would wait to the end of all this. They keep adding styles and medals and inscriptions and decals, as Pilgrim puts it. And if you want to make sure you get the ones you want, I would save up all of your tickets right here. You can't see it. Oh, you can see it right behind me. I have 1,945 until the end, and then buy all the stuff that you want. I went through it today. You can get decals, 2D styles, medals, some other things that are in there. And then there's a section where you can get some, what are they called? These bloody things over here. Directives. It's unfortunate you can't get any personal, whatever they're called. I can't keep everything straight, my friends. I'll tell you what, personal reserves. It's unfortunate you cannot get personal reserves for any of these tickets as of right now. But it still stands. My advice is to wait towards the end, and then you can grab whatever things that you want. You will note, though, and I didn't notice this until today, that some of the styles, it says ×1. It seems to indicate you can only get it once. So you may have to spread out your stuff depending on how many tickets you get. Here's the Autumn Wind 2D style. That came out pretty cool. It's showing it on the Conqueror. Okay, it's showing on multiple different tanks. That's actually pretty cool, kind of standard camo. This was one of the football camos from a while back. What is it, 2018? Yeah, 2018. So that's come back to us right there. We've got the 7v7 stuff. It's tier 10 only. The battles last 10 minutes. Random battle achievements can't be earned, so you're not going to do missions or things like that. Base capture depends on the number of vehicles capturing it, 180, 90, or 60. So the rules are in here. There are 5 maps that are used for it: Ensk, Siegfried, Muravanka, Steppes, and Himmelsdorp. And then there are special battle missions that you can find. We'll check that out in the UI in just a moment. So that is the next mission. There are also the standard 3 sets of missions to get yourself a key. If you haven't already, you could probably already, most of you probably already have the keys, the 3 keys, because there's been 3 acts. This is the 4th. Put it in the camera right here. This is the 4th act. But if you happen to miss one today, this weekend or this week, this next couple weeks, you can knock out these missions and get your next key, and then get the 3D style for the T30, which is apparently at the moment still the ultimate reward for a 10-year anniversary of a tank. I'm just gonna. It's none of my business. All right, it's none of my business. All right. 7v7s we talked about. Highway Rock is ongoing. Go to the site, click take part. I think I have 1 part left to get. I have 2 cars made. We go to rewards. Actually, if you click on this, it will tell you how many you have left. You can see I've got one of the greaser pieces. I've made 2 tanks, made 2 cars. I've got the nerd style and the prep style, which is Sakura Storm or something like that. One of these is Sakura Storm, the other one is something or other. That's a couple Asian influenced things for like a New Year on one, and then the Blossom Festival, I think Japanese Blossom Festival thing for the other. And then this is a retread. The greaser fire camo came from something else in the past right there. What I'm really interested in is getting over into the grand prizes. Once you unlock all 3 of these, then you can get into these grand prizes. You have the Galahad, the Tremonta, and the Health. These are all 3D styles. They're 200 miles to get, But really what I'm interested is this. For 50 miles, which isn't very much, you can get 10 50% credit boosters. I'm going to tell you what, that's what you want to get. Now, you could crank out some premium time with that, 50 miles for 3 days of premium if you're free to play. So one of those two is probably your best way to go. I don't know. Someone would have to do the math on whether these are worth more than the premium. I guess the premium kind of gives this same plus 50, right? And it gives you the experience bonus and the crew bonus, I believe. So this may be your best bet as a free-to-play to crank out some of those 3 days each of Watt Premium, and then you can basically get personal reserves for several days. It sort of depends on how much time you have to play. So these, at least you can crank one out and sit down for an hour, and then you can come back 2 days, 3 days later, and your premium hasn't run out. So you'll have to do that as a two-taste personal kind of thing, figuring out which one of those works best for you. That's Highway Rock. That's ongoing, and it goes to the, was it the 13th? I don't know where it says that. It doesn't actually say that here that I can see. In any event, I believe it's not too long. We'll take a look at the missions in the UI. And then we have the ubiquitous tank rewards. I am on tier 3. I have 10 more points, and then I can pick the tier 3 prize. I crank through these pretty quickly. Yeah, it's only the 10th, but I get more than 200 a day based on having the ID Me veteran thing, so it's a great deal for the veterans. For everybody else, it's a bit more of a grind to get this thing and get to the end, which is going to be 3,200 points, and getting to the tier 7, a tier 6, or tier 5. If you have all these, obviously take the higher one because you get more silver for it. If you don't have one of them, then pick the one that suits your fancy right there. Or again, free-to-play players, remember there's a week of premium at the end of that as well. Not a bad deal actually to start off the next month with a week of premium if you're a free-to-play player. Lots of little things in here that can get you days of premium here and there. So again, it's a little bit tricky to use though, because once you get it, that's the day, and you've got to either play if you've got the time or not, and you kind of lose out on that. So it's unfortunate that there's not a way to adjust the premium based on your playing time without just simply sitting down for that day and playing the game. All right, so that is the website stuff. Let's jump into the UI real quick for the weekend things that are going on. All right, Timeless Brawl. These are the missions for 7v7. So be in the top 5 by experience. You're going to get one of these tickets. Bonds are in order, guys. Look at this, 125 bonds if you do it 5 times. That's actually pretty cool. 150,000 silver for doing that, times 5. You do the math. Be in the top 5 by experience, and you're going to also get a token. Be in the top 5, and so win a battle. Be in the top 5 by experience. Then you get another token. And you can see you can get inscriptions, but the thing is, a lot of these are retreads. I mean, come on, really the Halloween thing, right? You know, see what I'm saying? There are tickets though involved here as well once you get down here. So here's another way to get some tickets thrown in there on top of the other ways that you have. You've got some medals and things. We've got the 100 thing. It was an anniversary deal. That's a retread. We have Steel Hunter, that's a retread from the Steel Hunter thing. We have some of the dog tags retread. We have, this is kind of cool, Sakura Shower. If you like the decals, those look pretty cool on some of the tanks. Here is 2 styles, Goalkeeper, okay, from 2018, and Autumn Wind, which we just looked at a moment ago. Not bad, and those take 30. So you can see that if I get 2 of these bad boys, I get these at 5, 10, 20, 30. So getting 30 of these, if I can get 5 of those, it looks like I can just crank that out as many times as I want. So I can crank it as many times as I want to play this 7v7 to get these tickets. This is only 5 times, but it's kind of extra stuff. And then I need 30 to get the top prize, which are the 2 styles. And then we also have Refund Part 2. Okay, it looks like I guess I've got to do this first, and then I can get into Part 2, and there's even more credits and bonds Do that 3 times. Appears to be total. I don't know if that's daily. You have to take a look at that a little while later once it starts working, but there's quite a few bonds actually involved with Timeless Brawl. Here are the Act 4 missions. There's 3 of them. Notch on the Barrel is going to be for killing tanks, and we can get our tickets there just like we have in the other acts before it. This one is for damage upon spotting, and then this one is for damage equal to or exceeding your hit points. I'm going to tell you what, if you want to easy mode that, play an arty. I mean, it's going to happen nearly every game. You almost can't help but get more than your hit points in a vehicle by driving arty. I just throw that out there. Crew Experience Weekend is the extra experience we talked about. Medium tank course is ongoing. The Highway Rock stuff, nothing to add there. That's the same as it ever was for Highway Rock. Tanks and Metals is still going on this weekend as well to the 15th. It's an odd date. Actually, it's not Monday. It's past kind of halfway through the week. There you go. We have Caring. That's been going on for a while, and I think there's nothing else to add. The Highway Rock Challenge. That one is the one where with base experience you're cranking out X number of points. You can see that I am at 19, which puts me at about 47th place. So right now I'm holding in the top 100 for that reward, which is a bunch of bonds. I want to say 1,500, but if I slip into the top 500, which is possible because I won't play much on Sunday going on vacation there, then I only get 750 bonds. So that's just going to happen automatically, but you can check that back on the website if you want. Back there, Community Hunting, Care Package July. These are the missions that came out for the Care Package thing. So once you go ahead and accept that, then you've got some missions thrown in there. Pretty cool. And is that still with only the King Tiger to start with? Nope, looks like they've opened it up to other tanks. So I guess the whole King Tiger thing is not required anymore from what it looks like. All right, very good. That's what I see there anyway. Tank rewards. That's the tank rewards missions. There's a lot of little goodies there. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is your weekend update. What's coming up for the game on the weekend. It's a lot going on. The good news is most of it is just automatic. If you're aiming at something though, you may want to pay kind of close attention to what the missions are. I would say especially for the Act 4 stuff, to make sure you get your tickets, make sure you crank out each one of those 3 things, which is going to make you do some specific things to get those tickets. As a general rule, I play enough, I don't have to worry about it too much, but if you're time limited, you may want to look at those and make sure you prioritize. For example, the whole arty thing, easily getting over your hit points. In 3 games, you can have that done, win, lose, or draw, I think, provided there's not a win requirement on it, which I don't think there is. All right, guys, that is Guido's weekend update. I hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy your tanking. Get out and hang out with the fam, obviously. Get yourself some good sun and fresh air, while at the same time staying away from everyone. we will see you on Sunday. I'll see you on all the other videos and such, and then I'll see you on the other end of my vacation. That probably means that next Sunday, no coffee talk. I'll have to decide what I'm going to do with that. Probably no coffee talk, just a video. Maybe I'll do one at the vacation house potentially, but we'll see what happens with next Sunday. But don't be surprised if there isn't one. That's all I've got, and we will see ya.